Hey guys, so I want to come on here and make a review of The Flash. I just watched the premieres and it is... Okay, just before I go further into this video, I want to make sure that y'all already know it's going to contain spoilers. So if you have not seen the episode yet, go watch it before you watch this because I have a lot of predictions, I have a lot that I want to talk about, and I want to talk freely about it. But I don't want to ruin it for anybody, and I got a lot to say. Okay, so... Alright, first of all, y'all already know the basis of this episode is that Caitlin, they pick up right where they left off, which I love because I thought there's going to be like a, you know, like it's going to like time has passed. I hate when series do that, when they have a whole bunch of time pass in between a big event. No, they go straight into it. I love when they were sitting in the vault because they were scared and Snow comes in there trying to kill them, and then they escape and she runs off. And I mean, after Barry goes and gets her and whatever. And only that I feel like is I would have done more for Snow. Like, how did she disappear? He is a speedster. That's my first thing. He is a speedster. How did she disappear that fast? But maybe she turned to Snow. I don't know. Either way, Barry decides right then and there, I'm going to go into the future. And I love that because he, like, Iris is the life. Iris is life. Because anybody else would have been like, it's like, even Iris is like, but your friend, he's like, yeah, I'm more worried of the fact of what she means. Because we all know that the prediction is that if she becomes Killer Frost, Iris is going to be killed. So he's only focused on that. So he goes to the future. And I'm just going to skip ahead to things that bothered me. Like, things that made me just so sad. Oh my gosh, did y'all see what they did to my boy's hands? Oh my gosh, no. That was the biggest... That was the biggest thing for me. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, spoilers, so I'm going to talk about this. Oh my gosh. Caitlin takes Cisco's hands, and we see he goes to the future, and the future, first of all, is just ruined. And my boy Cisco, he's got gloves on, or like little patty gloves, and he ain't do nothing all day. Like, he ain't done nothing for like 8 years. And I was like, what are they getting? I said, why is he wearing gloves? And he pulls them off, and it shows a flashback of what Caitlin actually did to him. She took her snow powers and destroyed his hands, and I don't want to see that. Like, ironically, I love his acting was so good, but I don't want to see that. That made me, I was like so sad. He's my favorite character, and I was like, oh my gosh, and okay, skipping ahead again, Barry says to Cisco that he's going to do something about that. Like, when he gets back into back into the past, he's going to make sure that he doesn't lose his hands. Well, Barry goes back into the past, skipping the whole episode, and he doesn't tell Cisco anything. That would have been the first person I would have came up to. Sometimes I want to strangle Barry. After everything he sees in the future, he goes into the past, and he says nothing. He didn't know if Cisco was going to put his suit on right then and there and run out and try to deal with Caitlin himself that same night. He had no idea. Like, is that really? He might have decided to do that. He might just decide, that's my best friend. I'm going to go put my stuff on. I'm going out tonight. Then Cisco came back with no hands. And it had been his fault for keeping stuff. So, ooh, that makes me so mad. But I love it because, it's supposed to frustrate us. Going back to it, another thing that just got me was how come everybody else was doing, like, how come everybody else, like, they kind of got themselves together, like, except for Wally. Wally's tore up, and we gotta wonder, why is Wally so jacked up? And it has something to do with the fact that he saw who's ever in this suit, and that was really tantalizing because first his spine gets messed up, but he can still talk. He won't say a word. He won't even say a word. And that's a big deal because not only, he had a girlfriend. He loves being a speedster. But for him to just shut down like that because he discovers that he's in a wheelchair, that's a big deal. That means that whatever he saw, whoever's in that suit is really bad. And I cannot wait. Next, I'm just happy they didn't leave us on this cliffhanger like before. Like, if they had slid this episode in, they made us wait till the 25th, like they did, like a whole month wait. I don't think I could have handled that. So I'm happy that's just a week because we get to see who's in the suit. But anyway, back to this episode. I'm mad that, my boy Cisco, he is so smart. How come he's the only one not doing well? HR is like selling romance novels and it's like flourishing. I'm like really? How he flourishing? But he's flourishing. Joe, you know, he's real sad, but he's still alright. Malfoy, I'm sorry, what's his name? Julian. Malfoy is, I just like calling him like that though. He's, you know, sciencing it up and stalking his girlfriend Caitlin in her jail cell or whatever. But why is Cisco like keeping on crack? I mean, seriously, he's a freaking genius. We know that in an alternate reality, which Barry again basically just says screw you with, because he destroyed that one. We know in the alternate reality Cisco's a freaking millionaire. He sells one of his apps. He gets his model girlfriend or wife. He is like having jet planes. And I felt like though he lost his hands, he had enough skill to he must have made them robotic hands with his mouth, because somehow, you know, he lost both the hands. And he now made robotic hands. I said those robotic hands were so cool. You could have sold those to the military and got a life for yourself. Instead, like, he's been just like walking around and stalking and thinking about the past. And I felt like he should. I don't like how they do my boy, because on that feel like is Barry always screws his best friend. Because first Dante dies and Cisco's like, you know, can you go back in the past? I mean, I've been seeing you go back in the past and saving people and, you know, helping people. Can you do that for me? And Barry's like, nope, get over it. Then he told him wrong. And now he done lost his hands and he still ain't help. But anyway, go back to the episode. So we see emo Barry, and emo Barry, the only thing good about him being emo is that I love how they made his voice a little deeper. He sounded cool. I like the little scruff around his mouth. That looked pretty cool. And I love the hair. I might look like I'm not emo, but I used to be. And I love emo boys. I love the hair. I love the suit. I love the black. The only thing that would have made that any better if they had made the suit black. But speaking of the suit was awesome. I think they need to actually update or upgrade Barry's suit to that suit. It was more red. It had like the little gold belt. It was not like regular Barry's suit is more burgundy. This Flash's suit was more like a bright red. It had a cool look to it. I'm kind of wondering who made it, because you ain't gonna tell me his friend made it, because he was Jack too. But I don't know, like maybe he lost his hands like a couple of years afterward. I don't know, but somebody made that really awesome suit. And I don't know. I just felt like they should upgrade his suit to that suit when the future doesn't happen, because we already know, of course, they're going to save Iris. I mean, seriously. So now we're going to find this scientist woman who, you know, who knows this information that beats Savitar. And all that's making me mad about Barry is that he was just going to leave. I feel like to beat my emo self up, if it was somebody who I loved, I would have first been drilling Cisco on everything that went down. I've been asking them, like, you know, what happened, you know, whatever. I would have been asking everybody. I've been asking villains. I would have went up into that cell, beat Caitlin's behind too. I would have been finding out every piece of information I could. I would ask them, so how did you beat Savitar? Come on, man, give me something. We would have been working. They make me crazy, but Barry just is, oh, I'm just going to take a little information. I mean, seriously, I like Barry, but sometimes I just want to choke him. But yeah, so that's basically it. I don't make this review too long. I'm afraid I already did, but I really want to get this out because I was just so freaking excited. And I have some predictions. Okay, so I'm thinking whoever's in the suit must have been pretty bad for Wally to shut down. And when we see at the end of this episode, whoever it is, it makes Caitlin, you know, bang. She's, you know, on his side. She trusts Savitar immediately. So I was thinking maybe could be Caitlin's old boyfriend. You know, she lost him, or husband, I should say. I was thinking it could even be, what's her name again? Iris's. It could even be Iris's ex, the one who got killed, because we saw him get slid into a wormhole. Now, I can see him wanting to kill Iris because I feel like, you know, he kind of got screwed. He dies, and then Barry just swoops up in there and takes this girl. He could have said, forget both of y'all, and kind of went crazy from being mind-jacked or whatever. And I thought that could be him, or I thought it could even be Wally. Because for Wally just to shut down, you know, maybe he goes crazy. Maybe he's a speedster as well. Whoever this person is, they can run really fast. And it's got to be pretty bad for him to just not be okay. So that's my 3 predictions. Also, I'm predicting that Caitlin's going to die. I don't want that. I love Caitlin. As first in my favorite line of people I love is Cisco. Number 1, he's my favorite. Then Caitlyn, I freaking adore her. I think she's so cool, and I'm gonna be really, really sad if they get rid of her. And I hope they don't, but I saw some pictures. Like, I don't want to go into it too much, but I saw some pictures of the final. It was on some like those little sites that, like, paparazzi sites, people was filming them actually, do their part, and it looked like a funeral. I think I might add it at the end. I'm not sure I'm going to, though, but it looked like a funeral. And I was like, oh crap, like, are they going to actually kill? Because I saw every single character was there except for Caitlyn, and that looked at really like, dang, I hope they don't kill her, but they might, because I don't know how they're going to make her not be Killer Frost anymore. But I think if they kill her off, it's going to really, I think it's going to be really sad, because she was a big part of the cast. So we'll see. I hope not, though, but that is from the little paparazzi scenes that I saw. So that's basically it. I love the episode. I cannot wait for next week. I'm hoping that Barry tells his friend how not to get his hands blown off. And I mean, man, that scene was awesome. But that was sad. I mean, it was hard to watch, but yeah, that's basically it. And I'll talk to y'all hopefully later with more reviews. I'm gonna probably do another review tomorrow right after this one. And like I say, on all my videos, I'm an author. Check out the books and the links back at my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully tell me in the comments what y'all think about this episode too. Okay, guys. Bye.